Alive again! Yay! Yeah, we all missed out on Sunday. I apologize. Sorry. Bad day Sunday. Just no internet connection. Well, I did, but it was very, like a light switch on and off all the time. Not quite sure why. I just felt the need to do it on a Sunday, so I was left with not much choice. So yeah, sorry. But we're doing it today. Yay! Hooray! First things first. I need some new talents for him, as he for my new science officer. If it had dropped by Romulus. I was just in the neighborhood, so if I did pop in. Pop it. Yes, I'm still running around in this. I still love this ship though. It's really nice. Plus, thank you, Payday. I think that comes up in stream, which is nice actually. Let's change. Plus. Yes, we have prisoners. We have these, which are filling up my inventory. I can't do much about. We have. Well, I want to change a few things. We still have to get one more piece of the. I have to get the shield in still, but whatever. We have our first temporal beam. Temporal defense chronoton beam. Very nice. It's actually a lot less damage, surprisingly, but it does anti-proton. But it has some nice buffs on the side for it. Again, everything's powerful, kind of thing. Like, except for these ones. Like, these ones are mission reward. Well, this one's a mission reward anyway. That's why it's so much more powerful. I misread that because I thought that was 5, not 3. Whatever. Don't matter. It's a good weapon anyway. I want 4 of these because this has it has an amazing light show when it goes off. I love it. We need to go to the exchange and get. Let's see. Oop. I called him James. I have no idea why. I guess. Don't really have a weapon for you. I think I'm using all of these. Wait, have I got 2 anti-Borg weapons there? I have. Here then, have an anti-Borg pistol. It's better than what you've got. I need to get him some new skills anyway. Well, I need to at least change this one, mask energy signature, because I don't use stealth. So it's something I really don't need. I used the, what were it? Jam and tagging sensors at one point. I'll probably get rid of the chronoton burst as well. It's not... yes and no, it's a good one because it's great against fighters and this kind of stuff, but I have no use for it really. I'd rather something that helps buff or repairs, this kind of thing. I do, however, have... this is a 1.7%... well, no, I could give him the tier 3... oh no, that's tier 2 variant of it at the very least. Which would... let's see. He was 2.1 physical damage, ignore shields per second to enemy target within 3 km radius of the target for 10 seconds, which isn't bad. Plus they get minus to the damage resistance. This is a AoE damage and debuff, and it's a targeted arc, so that's kind of nice. Anything stuck in that arc gets hit by that. Might be able to use that. Should be on here somewhere. Yeah, there. That's, yeah, we could. Okay, we'll try that at level 2. That one will give you. What would be nice to have? Photonic shockwave. Yeah. Is that the one that pushes? No. I'd love something like the subspace vortex, but can't get that. Structural analysis. That might be nice. Take the Tax Rift, but oh, the tractor beam repellent might be nice actually. Yeah, we could probably use a tractor beam repellent. Pulsar. We'll get that. No, that's bank. One. Bridge officers? No. Yes. No. Ship equipment? Consoles? No. Personnel equipment? No. Recipes? No. Duty? No, it's not duty officers either. Kits? No. I can't remember. Personal? No. You should know. Bridge officers? I wonder what the manuals come under as. Shit. Reward packs? No. It's not bridge officers. Is it commendation? Some triple carcasses we wanted. Manuals. There. Miles away. Spiral matrix. Disables multiple subsystems, sorry. 10 seconds. Subsystems for 10 seconds. It's not a terrible move. It's 13 seconds. Keep that in the thing. Hydronic route. I think, isn't that ground? That's a ground ability. That's what we want. Repulsor beam level 3? Right. Where's no. Come on, just give me some. Thank you. So that one we want. The type 2. I don't have a third slot. I remember if this goes straight to my back. We have shield repair, destabilization, and tractor beam repulsor, which I think might come in quite nice handy. Right. Oh, right, Lisa. We have to change her minds before I forget, because I can't use that on the ground combat at all. Right, here we go. I don't want space. Quick fix? Nah. Actually, I think I can purchase these separately. Can't remember. Pretty sure I can get Molten Terrain. It's not available. No, that one. No, that one. That one. Weapon malfunction might be handy to have. I also have these ones as well, which requires the training manual. I think I can actually. I'm an engineer, so I should be able to craft these technically. Something you've not seen before. Brah, R&D. Right, officer training manuals. Yeah, I'm not seeing the tier. These are tier 3 variants. Yeah. I'm not making them. Right, okay. Fine. Me, I'm in here. Here we go. We will give you then. These are for me, these ones, by the way. Don't I just, can I even give these to people? Maybe not. Hmm. Hmm. You know what? I hadn't had any problems with all mine, it doesn't matter. Let's get going. Missed about long enough. More importantly was getting that science officer sorted. Yeah, I can use them free quite nicely actually. It's the next mission anyway. Gerardo, we've still got a way to go yet. We had just done Delta Flight, House Pog.
The Empire requires your assistance with a covert mission deep in Iconian territory. It is dangerous, but if successful, it has a chance of turning the tide of the war in our favor. Report to the Denasia system. There you will meet a man named Ramia. He wants to explain the details of the operation to you personally.
Alright. Up close and personal would be nicer ground, because I use a shotgun all the time. A space tray isn't great for me because I don't actually use tap patterns, so... The Iconians are here. What's the point? There's no music. Which is odd, again. There we go. This is apparently deep in Iconian space. Well, yes, Iconian sector. It's definitely deep in Iconian space. Hmm. Anything interesting? Well, hold on. Boom. Okay. Huh, I thought rep for temporal. Oh, I didn't. Huh. The task force. Come on, and a car if we go as well. Oh, and we overshot. Captain, we don't have the clearance to go into warp into deep space. Why not? Why can't we go to deep space? Go to deep space. Come on. At this point, yeah, I want to rant a bit about Discovery a little bit. Can you blame me? I'm watching it. I kind of want to rant a little bit. It's bothering me now, 5 episodes in, and I still haven't really explored. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it bothers me. This story currently is one of the few things that's bothering me more than anything. Discovery. I have nothing against what. Okay, other little rant is, well, this is just me normal though. I don't like the digital ships at all. Discovery actually looks a lot better now, actually, from, well, after the pilot, but you can see in the pilot anyway. But 5th episode in, it does look a lot better now. All of a sudden, I don't know if they've tweaked it since then, but it definitely does look a lot better. Nothing wrong with any of the acting, really. Some of it's good. It's just the story that bothers me a little bit. Yeah. Like, I don't want to go into too much spoilers with Discovery, but my goodness. I don't know if... I want to check. I'm going to check eventually who wrote who's writing and that again, because I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me, the stories at all. I get the war situation, but I enjoyed the was it the fourth episode with they had a little bit of the backstory for the Cleons. That was really good. Went into a little bit more depth with them. Yeah, I'm not getting that at all with the Federation. Could run for days. Sorry.
Kapla, and welcome aboard the IKS Hague. My name is Ramir, and this is my ship. You are a hero of the Empire, and Klingon intelligence is well aware of your abilities. I was given the authority to pick who would assist us on this mission, and your name was at the top of the list.
Good.
If you do not know about my team or our missions, then I have been successful. There are many battles fought in shadow. Now, if you don't have any further questions, follow me to the briefing room. I will give you more details about our mission there.
Just lead the way. Yeah, I don't know with Discovery. It's... Again, there's little stuff I do like about it. Like, again, yeah, character. Like, one of my favorite characters, Tilly, in it. Like, I just like her attitude. She's great. And I know there've been there's a lot of people talking about them dropping the F-bomb in like a 50 years of Star Trek. Yeah, it's a new age. That's just Netflix through and through. I'm sorry, they want to be edgy because everything has to swear these days. We're gonna have to do it. It wasn't necessary, but whatever. I don't care, honestly. Swearing.
Data recovered from the station in the
Heard worse.
system has pinpointed the location of a second base in the Denasia system, containing several of the Iconian's Omega generators. I understand you had a hand in recovering this information. Of course. Nevertheless, we have the coordinates of the Iconian base. Our plan is to sneak in and sabotage the Omega generators. Taking them out will cripple the Iconians' ability to refine the Omega molecules that fuel their gateway networks. Infiltration is our specialty, and we have technology not available to other ships of the fleet. Our cloaking device can extend to protect your ship as well. That should be sufficient to protect us.
Sounds risky. Yeah,
Then
that's the...
we fight. I expect we will have to fight our way out anyway, after we detonate the Omega generators. I hope your crew is up to the challenge.
Yes, yeah.
Our scientists put the risk of a catastrophic reaction at less than 7%. That is an acceptable risk. This is our mission. You, of course, have the authority to change our mission parameters.
Oh, good.
Belair is right over there. She will also be a part of the away team to help extract any Iconian intelligence we find in the facility. Be careful. Her mate Travana is very protective.
Okay. Okay.
What do you want? Why?
Yes, she's definitely protective.
Don't worry, Travana. It's fine. Yes, but the chances are slight. If the charges are properly placed and calibrated, it should not be a problem. Well, the risk comes from non-stabilized Omega particles. They are very unstable. If a chain reaction starts, we will not be able to stop it. If that happens, we'll lose our ship, yours, and anything within a few thousand kilograms at the least. But if that happens, the heralds in the system will be destroyed too. That's something. Right. If we were to stabilize the particles into one or more Omega molecules, the chance of a detonation would be greatly reduced. I will need to run some numbers. We will have to give ourselves more time in the facility, and there is a greater risk of discovery. but it might be the better option.
I disagree. Taking the time to stabilize the molecules puts the team in danger. You insult my honor. It is my duty to protect this team. I will not sacrifice Valaire's, our lives, for needless precautions. So be it, Batak.
Well, yeah, she said it to your face pretty much. It's a transport room. Okay. Okay. Cheers, mate. It's being very talkative on the ship. Actually makes a change than actually talking to us. So we have to do some edgy, stay as close as possible to the ship, but don't crash into it maneuvers.
We are beyond the Herald sensor range, but we should not approach any closer without the protection of a cloaking device. Once we get close to the planet, we will not be able to risk a wide scan, so we will need to perform a series of pinpoint triangulation scans in order to locate the facility housing the Omega generators. At least we can remain cloaked while we do so. Once we have the location of the facility, my team will meet yours on the surface. Then arm your weapons and prepare for battle. Our cloaks will do us no good after the Heralds discover our sabotage.
I'm cloaked, so it doesn't look like I'm cloaked, honestly, but... Okay, it's that kind of mission. I can't actually target any of these ships. Great extension on the shield on your cloak, mate.
In order to expedite the triangulation process, my ship will move away from yours and perform our own scan, once we have reached a distance of 4 kilocams. Position confirmed. Beginning scans. Sensor interference is preventing us from getting a good reading. Move to 16 kilometers confirmed. Beginning sensor sweep.
Valaire here. I have coordinates for the facility, but I cannot do a deep scan without revealing our presence. We will be beaming in blind.
Okay, let me prepare him. Okay, I'm not getting to prepare him. Okay. Buns is prepared. Okay, we're going into here. What we're taking. Okay. I'm worried we're only fighting the Heralds and the Iconians and the Iconians.
This facility was very well concealed and shielded. Even now, our scans are so limited, we cannot get an accurate readout of the layout. True, but our tricorders will be of assistance while navigating.
Okay, that's good to know.
Now that we are on site, there is something you need to know. Only because I had orders which would supersede yours. I am not the leader of House Peg. Now that we have secured the landing area, it is safe for him to join us. Remir to Heg, we are ready for him.
Yeah, Kalos.
Kapla, you and your team have done well so far. Now, let us vanquish our foes. I am more than a figurehead. A man cannot lead an empire of warriors without being a warrior himself. I carry the Sword of Kalos, a weapon of fables, forged by Kalos the Unforgettable in the fires of the Kristok volcano, and cooled in the icy waters of the Lake of Lusor. This blade slew Molor, it conquered the Fakiri, and created a mighty empire. Now I will wield it against the infernal servants of the demons of air and darkness. There is always a need for the Sword of Kalos. It is a symbol of eternal victory. No one who uses it can be defeated.
Alright then. Yay! So, right, where's my tricorder? We're off this way then.
We're right behind you.
I can fight him if I want. Let's see if we can slip by though. No, let's not see if we can slip by then. Yeah, I'm about to ruin us. Sorry. Draconian bases are a bit...
Sensors are picking up a different Omega generator. My team will handle this one.
They're a bit colourful. Yeah, where was there anyway? Discovery. Yeah. My biggest problem currently is the stories, honestly. Then again though, actually there was a little bit of lighting that bothered me in the last episode as well. But it was just a bit out of place, I think. By the Harbinger. I guess I'm expecting Star Trek, you know, proper Star Trek, and instead we're just getting, well, the film, really. It's not good unless it has just all combat every episode kind of thing. Some degree of combat anyway. I'm gonna stick with it and keep watching them. I might still get the odd episodes here and there that I like, but right now I'm not enjoying. Well, it's alright. That's all it's getting from me, though. I could probably go into a lot of detail, but I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't watched it yet. Don't go and buy my review if you're thinking about watching it. Please don't. Like, I'm odd when it comes to me liking stuff and disliking stuff. Ask anyone. Find something I don't like about something usually. It's probably, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. The hell's this? Yay! Some of the mini games. I suppose the packs have changed quite a bit. They're getting bigger. Points that one behind me, for goodness sake.
charges are set. We will meet with you in the hallway ahead.
This way? Sometimes you can actually get away with the map if you're quick enough with it. Yeah, there we go. Just see it for a few seconds. I saw enough. Easy, easy. A little bit harder. Them bombing runs are a bit... I don't know if they work or not, honestly. They look like they do, I guess. Okay. Surprised they're not giving me too much issue, which is good, I guess. This is funky. Yo!
We got some information from the Iconian network. How did you do? Fortunately, I come prepared. My tricorder is loaded with the best decryption subroutines available in the Empire. Wrote a couple of them myself. This is interesting. There are battle plans here for the Delta Quadrant. The Iconians were advising the Vaadwaur for months before the conflict started there. In fact, the Iconians insisted that the Vaadwaur start their attack in the Krenim Imperium, although they didn't say why. I also see data on where the Omega energy is being distributed. This is good. If we use this, we can attack the subspace stations where... Oh no! Taket, one of the Iconians! It is here! Yes, sir. We need to find the last generator.
Is that the pink one? Or the orangey one? I can't remember. I think it's the pink one. Could be the blue one as well. I find the Defilers one of the harder targets to deal with, so they're usually the ones that go down first in my book. The rest of them I don't really care. They're quite weak, all the others.
Use that panel to access a visualization node and locate the last Omega generator.
Oh, here. Is it here?
Zoom in on that! It's Taket!
I expected to do some shit from the ring or something like that and just come right up to the screen. Scare you a bit. Visualization device, by the way. It's a camera.
An Iconian! My blood sings for this battle. It will be glorious!
Kahless, my Emperor, you are the strongest of Klingons. You wield the sword of Kahless. But there is no one who can face an Iconian in single combat.
The war does not go well for us. You all know what we face. Our people need a symbol to inspire them. That is what I was created to be. This battle will be one of legend. Every soldier of the Empire will have this tale on their lips. This is not my day to die. It is my day to kill an Iconian!
Who am I to argue with the Emperor?
Firing a disruptor at an Iconian is like attacking a starship with a stick. The sword of Kalos is a remarkable weapon. It might be the only thing that could work.
We part ways here. Complete your mission. I will descend to the lower level and challenge the Iconian. We create a legend this day. Remember it.
If anyone can kill an Iconian, it is Kalos.
Miko kara endo kila edo cham.
Yeah, we're leaving his singing. Yeah, I'll take you for any day. Yeah, it's not getting any quieter. That's why I usually deal with the heralds first. The defilers first. Thank you. That bombing room was pretty nasty. God, it's getting louder, I think, the further I get away. Well, not enough herald.
Cat, I have come for you. Face me, creature. I challenge you to honorable combat. Come forth. I am Kalos, the Unforgettable. Destroyer of Molor, defender of Kamchi, and emperor of the Klingons. In my hands is the sword of Kalos, first of its kind. Will you not face me, Tiket? What could a being such as yourself have to fear from one man?
I think I was convincing.
We are in.
I've seen this before. From a film called Star Wars. Little ones around the area. Oh, easy. The others are fighting in this fight, so it should be easy enough. Hello, Gateway. Hello, Defiler. There's a Super Saiyan. Ow.
Tiket's too strong. Nothing Kalos can do is hurting it. We have to weaken the Iconian, and I think I know how. Omega molecules gather energy like sponges in water. That's why a small amount of Omega can generate such a vast amount of power. Quick, find a console and activate the reactor. If we hit the Iconian with Omega, we might be able to injure it.
Of course, it's placed where she's placed as well. Yes, let's just stand under the powerful reactor. That's a shove point right above me. You know, just in case.
Ha! Glorious battle! The honorable warrior will always prevail, demon. You are no god, Tiket, and your tyranny ends now! Now, to finish this. Premier to Hague, emergency transport now!
What?
We've lost Kalis, and we were unable to stop the production of Omega molecules. The Iconian War will continue, and much blood will be shed. True, the data recovered by your team in Belair will be invaluable to the Alliance. The only thing to do is make sure it reaches them. To do that, we must escape this system.
You're right. We can't risk this intel not making it back to the homeworld. I've pinpointed an excellent transmission spot near here, where we can send out an encrypted microburst of data. If we don't make it out of here, at least the information can be of use to those who still fight. The Emperor's sacrifice cannot be in vain.
I think I got fighters on my side, because they're actually very broken. I'm just taking my time because I want to be able to get all my fighters out. Because, well, that's better. Here.
Warning, ship is under attack.
A ram speed ability. Yeah, we'll do this. Just keep them busy then. So that was actually a good choice putting that in there, I think.
More shields failing. Target shield has failed.
The colourful one is the temporal one. I love that thing. I want a whole array of them. I really do want a whole array of them. It's just going to look amazing when this thing lights up.
We're at the optimal transmission location. Iconian gateways. It's an ambush.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Yeah, that repulsor really is doing its nice job. Oh yeah, I forgot we have this as well.
Target shield has failed.
Blue shield. It's nice, I guess.
More gateways. Something big is coming through.
Battleship. Yep, there we go. Get over there.
Target shield has failed. Four shields failing.
Oh, it's surprisingly quite well. Do a bombardment strike on the planet. Oh, I wish I'd probably gone to warp, but, you know, I'm not gonna challenge it.
I will mourn for Kalis, but celebrate his life. He was a clone, but he found honor in this life. Now I trust he will find Sto-vo-kor to his liking. But before he fell, he showed us the Iconians are mortal. His sacrifice will lead our way to victory. Qapla'! Hail Kalis, Emperor and Conqueror!
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably take it up close and personal, because... what's Point Blank do? New space trait. No, it's a ground trait, I think. Oh, no, it's a space trait. Huh. Your energy weapons deal additional damage based on how close you are to the target. Would I be getting close with my weapons though, really? It's a starship trait. That's a really nice one, by the way, the best defense. But... don't... Your attack patterns grant you a whole healing buff along with their normal effect. So nice, but I don't use them. If I was in a tactical ship, I would. Take Point Blank shot. Don't feel like I'm losing anything then. I don't think it's timing the bottlenecks, is it?
Starfleet recently received...
that was me, Romulan. I don't want to spoil out. A note. Okay, it's timing the bottlenecks. Okay, nice.
We have a lead on the Krynim. Voyager went to Krynim space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaadwaur and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krynim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians. And the Vaadwaur have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krynim have out of our hands.
Okay. Them items are a bit... meh. Oh. We're after an old favourite. Rosanna Station! What if it's all Halloweened up? Or not. The kind of game I expect to celebrate Halloween, surprisingly. Again though, precipitating the PvP match, that's kind of scary. So, you know. Brings on roundabouts and bumper cars. Let us put that on Point Blank shot. That. Let's see, applies to self plus bonus based on the distance to the target. Yeah, that's kind of nice actually, so yeah. Then, if I actually do come a bit close, I will do quite some damage, so that's kind of nice. It's better for probably, if I was using pulse maybe, I guess. But as I'm using beams, it should still, I usually do get in pretty close anyway. Give them to James. I can actually make more of them, so it doesn't matter to me. Learn. Free as all. I just need to clear some space in my inventory. It's that bloody full. I do need. Technically I haven't really been using them, but I do need these, and I haven't even put that console in yet, which I really probably should. them. Gonna hold on to the bio torpedoes for a little bit longer, I think. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but it's nice to have something against the species A472. Which does that. Yeah, get it. For over 2 million credits, I'm really not in the mood for holding on to stuff as much. A console. We actually have to drop some of it probably for that engineering. Mind you, we actually have a lot of stuff. Power transfer rate probably +7 to weapon. I'm pretty sure I have already pretty high weapons, so that can go. For this, I think that's. Yeah, because I add 7.5 to my weapon power, and your engines as a bonus. So that's actually just a straight upgrade. That it's fine then. So just get over bells and whistles along with it, and an accordion. Pretty good. Do again that rid of that maybe at some point. The power transfer, maybe even that as well. Plus 30% to the flight turning speed. This thing's actually pretty good now at turning. And we've overshot our target. Donna, please. Can I, No, I can't purchase yet. Level 4, I'm pretty sure it is. Nice big torpedo, probably the damage one there. Then again, though, there is damage plus in there. Oh no, the critical, that one. Yes, that's one. That one. Times 2 on damage. Yes, that's one. Too easily distracted. Halloween costume. No, it doesn't look like it. No, I'm not seeing it. No. Is it? Oh, I can't buy this ship again. Oh well. And if I found the discounts. Ooh, I was actually looking at these ships. They're kind of weird, but I kind of like them as well. Especially the Federation one. $10K though. It's quite a lot. Like, Bison. For $10K, it's £83. £83. That's a lot of money. Mind you, you're getting. It's all digital ships. I don't know. It just reminds me of War Tanks a little bit, honestly, for how expensive they can be for tanks. I played War Tanks and I actually bought a ship. I bought a tank. I have the TOG, TOG 2. I think I have another.
Welcome to Jordana. You're cleared for dive.
I have other ships as well, but yeah. Hey, I went to Drozana. I probably didn't go on the right one. Well, on the mission one, did I? Maybe not. Oh, I'm actually in the right place. Good. Whole crew's going with me? It's only Ferengi. Right? Wrong. It's the Kool-Aid Man. Okay. Let's go and chat with the receptionist.
May I help you? Oh, wait, you must be. I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed. Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed. Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
Head down the door, yeah.
Look, Quen hired me to answer the comms and chat up the customers, not to be security. Go right in. Just try not to break anything. Quen will find some way to blame the damages on me.
Can't promise anything. Really can't. It's apparently not that door. This one? Yes. I love it when they say legitimate. Sure. Sure.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quen. Now what do I see? Romulan Republic refugees probably here to beg for another handout. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Where is it? That's not nice coming from behind. We have a shotgun though. Everyone seems to just fall down. You get very close to them. How's it? If we'll see Quark again.
Fine. I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave. Everyone's happy. No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity. The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd. The Vatwar, that's what! At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the Quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vatwar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days. I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there. But it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire. The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price. As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds. Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Don't let the staff of Office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections, but in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff. Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vaadwaur purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device. Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum he paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field. It's true, my father is Grand Nagus Rom. I don't normally have much to do with his business dealings, but in this instance, a little show seemed to be the best way to solve our problem. I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. Captain Sisko helped me get into the Academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. Then my Grand Mogi started seeing Grand Nagus Zek, and there were a lot of changes on Ferenginar. When Zek decided to retire, he thought my dad would be the right person to see them through. Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim. Quinn left without... I don't mind telling you a bit about myself at all. I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark.
Okay.
Quinn left. I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there. Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement. The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this.
That's a rarity. Rare if I ever fail them.
The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. Think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting. I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Okay. Captain Knock. I just quite like him in this as well, he's quite good. How good we have to fly.
Many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more. Voyager's preliminary scans of this system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors. Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Oh, good.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
What ship has he got? It's a Chimera. You're not gonna tell me, are you? I recognise the design, I wanna say. Sure, honestly.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Rear shield. Target shield.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that weapon.
Hull integrity below 75%.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vodwar. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vodwar went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range.
By the way, if you're trying to remember what episode the Kremin are from in Voyager, the Kremin, and the Year of Hell. Yeah, that one, yeah.
There are more Vodwar on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vodwar sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Okay.
Heralds! They must be looking for that Vodwar patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
Alright then.
Heralds inbound! The Vodwar must have gotten a signal out.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
So much for our investigation.
Right shield's failing. Four shields failing.
There was something about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vodwar and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, Or maybe unlock what we have. We might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Let me think about it for a minute. Why is that not even an option? You can click loot, I know, but why say that? I don't need to think about it, just say I want the loot in the area. I think Nog would understand that. He is Ferengi. All profit. It is definitely to me all profit, I just sell the whole stuff. I wish I made a Ferengi next time.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans. Exactly, but we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive. These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux.
Gordon
I
Freeman?
need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural.
I'll be right back. apologies. Apologies. I pulled off doing something.
I'm reading another anomaly ahead.
Oh, later. I'm talking now. I'm not pushing my push to talk. The problem how I've got this set up. Yeah, you saw me do this on Romulan, so you're not missing too much. You're here for the story, and I can't cut this out when I upload this to YouTube, unfortunately. Oh well.
These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
What nog? Exactly.
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole. There, behind those rocks.
Yes, I did bring a weapon.
Hurry! They'll be here any moment. This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Okay. You can get it to work, but hurry, don't. What must... set up a turret. Let's see about...
Here they come!
We've got a good force with us. I don't think we should have too much trouble holding this lot. For now, anyway.
More reinforcements inbound! I'm working as quickly as I can.
I'm not rushing it. Go as much, take as much time as you need. Oh, there's a defiler here. Ranging defiler.
Watch out! There's more of them!
Shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
I need more time to align these frequencies!
Holding surprisingly a lot better than I was expected.
Shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Almost there. Just
Oh,
one
boring
more
limes.
connection, and that should...
Oh, heralds. Let's get moving. Pet Dribble before we continue.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Keep going. Can we go this way? No. Yeah, cover.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
That shield generator did not last. About normal for Star Trek Online.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
I'm alright with that, Nog. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not a fan of bad
It's
puns.
taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist. No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you are allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone. You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive. More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Okay, pros. It's an underrated MMORPG based in the Star Trek universe, which is set about 34 years after the events of, like, Voyager at the least. It's a nice spot. I quite enjoy it. Just continues all the stories. Everyone's a lot older. A lot of new people have ranks. Game? Oh. Space combat is actually really good for this. It's actually just the strongest point. Ground combat isn't. My game has crashed, so I don't even know if you can hear me or not. Hold on. Try that again. I really should have an AFK window. Not available right now. At the very least, this game is definitely worth a playthrough if you enjoy Star Trek. Actually got some good stories. Some actually really good stories. Now let's see where it throws me out. Ah, good.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles.
Yeah, shut up, Nog. Right, yeah, I don't know what happened there, honestly. Yeah, I definitely say this is underrated, especially the space combat. Like, look how you can do, like, ignoring the ground combat, what you get with this is a kit module which gives you some minor buffs, body armor, shielding, and you get carry 2 weapons and a handful of devices, and then all your ground abilities, which are basic but they do the job kind of thing. The best way to look at the ground combat is it's all story, it's all lore, it's all this kind of stuff. You're just pushing it forwards a little bit. The proper meat of the game though is actually in the space combat. Like, you get your weapon systems, you get your deflector that does something, you get your impulse drives for your engines, you've got your warp core which gives you your stuff, your shields, and you have consoles for your engineering, science, tactical, and in some cases you get ships that have hangar bays that have fighters on board. Like this one does. They also get devices, and then you have special abilities for your ships, full skill trees for your space combat. You have some very basic ground combat, again, not worth your time, but then you get even more specifications for special abilities with like intelligence officers and your pilot specialists, and oh, that's a new one, the miracle worker one. That is actually very new. That must be, yeah, it's new to me, that one. But yeah, these all then add to more stuff. Then you have a rep system as well if you ever finish. Like, I'm Fleet Admiral level 60, which I hit very early on in the game. Like in, where did I hit it? I think we would just finish on Romulus for stuff there. But even now, when I level up, that them points I get for leveling up go into this stuff now, the specialization, which is nice. Depending on which class you take as well, like you have the Federation, you have the Klingon Empire. The Federation are made up of everything you see in the Federation kind of thing, including Klingon, and some feline races as well, which are kind of hilarious. Klingon then are made up of the Klingons, Nauticans, Gorn, Orion, Trill as well were rich in there as well, and Joint Trill, and there's a few others as well. And the Romulan Republic, which is your Romulans and your Remans as well, which you can play as. Romulan campaign is probably best way to look at it. It's a quicker thing, and you get a lot more experience for doing it, so you get to the higher level quicker. Klingon is a little bit quicker, like you'll get to 50 quicker, but 60 not as much. And then Federation, you have to take the long slog, and you have to go from level 1 to 60, which will take you to the start of the Iconian War and the end of the Delta Quadrant before you hit level 60, which is a long way. And then you still have these 3 new episodes that are still here, the Iconian Wars, which we're working on right now, Then you have the Future Proof, which is some good just temporal mission. Then you have the New Frontier, which is what their current missions are, which is all these plus the 2 new featured ones as well, which is Melon Point and I can't think what the other one's called. But yeah, a lot. Like if anything else, you want a good good run on it.
Next to the bracket, or the spanner won't. There, got it. Thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Nice.
That should do it.
Yeah. Also, like, if you're a fan of the old Star Treks, like, from original series all the way through to Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, cast and crew are about in some degree. Like, you'll get Chekhov from the 21st Century stuff. You've got Nog from Deep Space Nine. Is there any others from Deep Space Nine? I don't think so. Voyager, you have the Doctor, you have Harry Kim. Oh, yeah, you have Harry Kim. You have, even though he's not part of the Delta stuff, you have Tom Paris, you have Harold Kim, you have Seven, you have Neelix. Yeah, they're everywhere. They get about. It's kind of nice to see them. You have Daniels from Enterprise. In my view, this is what Discovery should have been. I'm just saying that. 5 episodes into Discovery, yeah.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
We do a couple of these if memory serves. Yeah, 3 of them. There's more than 3, I think, in the area though. This is probably one of the best episodes, like best stories in the whole game. The Iconian War. It's definitely one of those. They put a lot of effort into this.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
See. Let's get the buffer. Okay, maybe not. Get the buffer. Nope, okay, it's the Matrix first. Hit and miss, or I could just ask Nog.
You should realign the matrix crystals.
Good. Nice to meet fans.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
What as it brings you to my channel though of YouTubes? Is it the strategies? Is it the horror games or the sci-fi, or is it just the fact that I'm British? 'Cause surprisingly, I have had that more than you believe, than you think. I have a good British voice that I can understand. You'd be surprised at the amount of people like saying that.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway. The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet. And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should rend their worlds asunder. Spill them with blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
The greater good.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways. My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel. Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur.
Good episode, by the way, for Voyager.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anorax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began. The Vaadwaur's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anorax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaadwaur did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
Playing with time.
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ship. But this is huge. A whole Krenum colony that survived the Vaadwaur? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
Yeah, but there's messing with time, and then there's messing with time. It never goes well in Star Trek, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really think of any good encounters with time.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla!
Let's see, what should I have? Like, temporal flux generator, to self time shift for 5 seconds. Immunity to damage, cannot use, that's a ground. Oh, ground stuff, I'm not very bothered for ground. That's probably like the best on the Universal Kit module, I guess. Yeah. To us, we get a buff for 10% for 15 seconds on speed, power recharge times, which is kind of nice. And they get a deduction. And then there's the Chronoton split beam rifle, which I've got a good enough weapon as it is, so yeah, I'll do. Broken Circle.
Starfleet
Nah, shh. No, you're not doing Beyond the Nexus. Long way off that one yet. I actually thought it was another mission first. Guess that. Oh, it's that one. I don't think there's much to Broken Circle actually, so yeah, we will do this one.
Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenum is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
Hold on, that's not possible though. Players under level 50, but you can't even do these missions until you're level 60 anyway, so why is that even there? Whatever. Delta Alliance Reinforcement Beacon, that sounds kind of nice. Jam Subspace Transmitter, another ground ability. Reactive Armor. Pack. One contains 5 reactive armors, which we use to provide boost of temporary hit points and hull healing. Ooh, that weapon looks flashy though. It's a good thing I'm in that sector. Hey, favorite kind of god.
You are cleared for docking.
That's a lot of ships. Yes, by the way, my ship is called the Grease Scotsman.
Greetings! On behalf of Captain Cogran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The Captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility, where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Alright. Ooh, even got the flaws labelled. It's a rarity these days. I say that looks like 7 there.
And here, we have the development area.
How much do you know about the Krenim, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenim. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine, but what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
Okie dokie.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorax's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence. In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened. But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
Captain Cogran's briefing is about to begin. Follow me to the conference room.
That's right. If you stop Voyager from going into the Delta Quadrant, a lot of things would have probably changed. Not for the better either. I don't know how to walk in this game yet. I think it'd be really easy, but apparently it isn't. There must be a key somewhere on my keyboard, but whatever. I'm not a role player, so that's fine. There's a lot of ships out there. I actually like the Kremlin space station, by the way, as well. It's good design. Went for the nice circular of a spire.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a hero of the Empire. We are almost ready to begin. First, however, Starfleet's temporal agent would like a word. He has concerns about our plans for the Krenim weapon.
Yeah, well, I guess I do as well. Very dangerous.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project. The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline. I understand that Romulan temporal defense has similar regulations in place. Indeed, that should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions. I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The Iconians cannot use time travel, and that makes it a weapon we can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too dangerous of a weapon to use at all.
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleet are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We're still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option. We will put all our resources into a full attack on the Iconians. Every ship we can muster will be a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere. Captain Paris is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Right then. I don't remember this fight too much in this one.
You are the last ship to arrive. We are ready to set course for the sphere.
Let's get going then.
Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
Is this a smart idea?
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
Of course. Launch a few fighters?
This is Kyla Mex from the USS Keller. We are losing warp containment and are in need of immediate assistance.
Warning, ship is under attack. Right shield failing.
Yeah, engines and weapons are down. Requesting immediate assistance.
Target shields have failed.
Waiting available ships. This is Commander.
This ship I'm using, because of the size of it and everything, I have to kind of broadside it as best I can, so I'm getting the full potential. It's, I've had better days with it today. Being up and down. Sometimes it wants to handle like a house and estate, and sometimes it wants to handle like a yacht in the joyous stream, but today it's the, right now it's the house and estate. Thank God I've got fighter backup. That's probably my best advantage I have right now. We just got hit by a soul on a gateway, didn't we?
Right shield's failing. 4 shields failing.
Yeah, we got hit by a tractor beam.
Hull integrity below 50%. Rear shield failing. Left shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Damn Iconium probe.
Target shields have failed. Rear shields failing. Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed. Warning. Ship is under attack.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle. Farewell, Captain. Today is a good day to die.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
Alright. By on my own? You kidding?
We are clear to enter the gateway.
Game? Please? We're inside the sphere. Fine.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. This might be our one chance to board it and take control. I have 3 troop transports standing by.
Warning, ship is under attack. Warning, ship is under attack.
Signaling the carriers to move into position now. Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them. Shields have failed.
This could make a pretty good PvE map, actually. Having to defend the boarding parties. You know, just throwing that idea out there. It's a free one.
Warning, ship is under attack. Core shield failing.
Damn them bloody probes! What kind of strike force are we talking here? Because I doubt it's just the cream of the crop normal forces going aboard there, especially with the Federation. I can understand the the Cleons, because you know, the warriors.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
What is the Federation battleware? I guess that's what I'm really asking here.
Boarding parties are on the...
I really don't remember this map at all. Excuse me, I'm getting tired. I'll call this one a night after this mission. Unless we're carrying a herald straight out of the sphere, like, I don't think it's going to do much damage.
Great! We got through. What's your status? We can't reach any of the other away teams.
Screwed.
Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling anything you can reach. If we do enough damage, maybe that will help us take their ship.
Cowboying up. Fine. Love the... Yo.
Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are encountering heavy resistance. It would be an honor to join your team, sir.
Yeah, I kinda like you actually, you can come with me.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties.
Maybe we should just start shooting at consoles at this point.
Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead.
It's getting shot in the back, is it? Oh, the Romulans. I couldn't tell which species they were at all. I really couldn't. Pink in the hair just gave it thinking.
I'm detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
No notices yet. Just set up a little few things. Just make life a little easier. That was weird. I have no idea what we just did. She didn't like it though. God. He has ridiculously powerful shielding. Good. It looks like everyone's throwing everything at her, including the kitchen sink.
Latara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what are you doing over there? The fluctuations are increasing exponentially. Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings. If Matara can't use the ship's systems, she'll use herself as a battery for the gateways. But that's probably dangerous for her. She's bleeding herself dry with every gateway. Keep at it. If you can drain enough of her energy, she might make herself vulnerable.
Herald, reinforcements!
Yeah, right on top of us. In any other situation, we'd have just become giblets right now. Come on.
We need to disable the other junction, sir. There is another power junction ahead.
They really like big open spaces, the Iconians, don't they? Like, there's very void of anything here. Just a big open room. But honestly though, fashion design does not go here. It goes to a much later ship we see. God, do they get it? Hands down, do they get design choice of the year? Hey there again, Tamara. Yeah, whatever.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junctions.
I just look.
She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
Let's try and find my ship through the shielding.
More reinforcements, sir. The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. I am detecting a third junction ahead.
For goodness sake. Okay, maybe I just block this out. It's possible. Fourth? Yes, it's more likely there's a fourth. By the looks of the map.
Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her. I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
Many have tried.
Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Like most things, when you fire at something close enough with a shotgun, you're going to do damage.
A harbinger! Prepare yourself!
Personal shield losing power.
Come on, server respond. Thank you. Oh, this is almost dead. I don't know if that's due to me streaming or not. I still haven't worked that out.
Disable the other interface before we continue.
What's the terminals here? Shouldn't we be downloading whatever we can find on this? Anything? at all.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
Oh, bloody well try. Everyone will try.
Reinforcements on their way.
I honestly can't see anything right now. It's just most this green and smoke. You keep backing the camera and attacking me. It does make me wonder.
More reinforcements. Watch your back.
Seems to have gotten a lot of backup all of a sudden. Are you all there? Actually attacking. It's rare to get flank shots. Oh shit, there's a shield generator. Oh. So they only send one guy? Bit odd.
I see clearly now, Ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done. Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
You made it back! Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship? I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
Either Kremlin space, Kremin space station, Kremlin. Yeah. Do you think there was a joke there at some point? Probably.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career. But actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Defeating Matara was a combination of the sacrifice of Guroth and many others, your quick thinking and martial prowess, and the Iconians' arrogance. Matara did not believe an Iconian could die. The others will not make the same mistake. Many of our warriors have entered Tovokor this day. We will miss having them at our side in the next battle. But we will continue to fight and survive another day.
Right, I think I'm gonna call that a night. Yeah, because it's getting late and I've been running for 3 hours now, which is pretty rare for me. So, see ya. Hope you enjoyed.